On today's show,
our angry Uncle Bob returns for the holidays with some scorching hot takes about super teams, LeBron James, and Gucci Mane's proposal.
skilled big men, hook shots, and Zach LaVine are just some of the things we're thankful for.
And who wants extra stuffing? We're counting down the top 10 blocks of the season so far.
It's Wednesday, November 23rd. The starter starts now.
Good evening, sweet world, and welcome to the starters, whether you're joining us live right now on NBA TV or a little bit later on YouTube. Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining us. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Tass Mellis.
Gobble, gobble to all you gobblers.
To his right, it's the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, and the stash, Lee Ellis.
Friend.
Last, certainly not least, filling in for Trey Kirby, who's actually flying back from Denver today. It's the return of angry Uncle Bob.
Hello.
What's up, Bobby?
Buddy.
Well,
Happy to be home for Thanksgiving again?
not really.
No?
I'd rather be home with the dogs. Chloe and Fufu.
Take your...
But you know, Aunt Carol tells me, you gotta see family.
Gotta see family.
So we're here.
Family first. Well, do you have anything for us like your nephew Trey usually does? Either a video clip, a meme, something fun?
Well, that guy got me on tweeters.
Twitter.
Yeah. Whatever, you can find me, Angry Uncle Bob. That's circle A, then ANGRYUNCLE.
Okay.
B-O-B. You guys always call me angry, but to me, I'm just opinionated.
All right.
I don't know, seems like a cool thing though. A lot of good memes on there. I just followed Chuck Yeager, a real childhood hero of mine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you been enjoying the NBA season so far as much
It's
as
fine.
you're enjoying that drumstick?
It's fine, but something that really gets me steamed is seeing all these superstars team up. Super teams are a joke. It's just gonna be the Warriors or the Cavs this year. The system's rigged.
Bobby, doesn't mean you're going to win just because you bring some guys together. You see what happened with the Miami Heat a few years ago? They lost right off the bat. And then they lost to the Spurs in dramatic fashion in 5 games.
What about in between?
Yeah, they did some winning. They sure did because they were pretty good. But I think it makes it a little bit polarizing. Do you know what that word means, Angry Uncle Bob?
Yeah, there's like 2 poles, right? Magnetics.
Yeah, north and south. That's how it works. It's amazing. But I just think that it just tears people apart. And I think it's really interesting that the Warriors haven't got off to the incredible start, although they're really, really good, that people expected. You still got to play the games, Bob.
Weren't they already a super team anyway last season?
Yeah.
Pretty much, and they just added another element to that. But you're right.
An MVP element.
Yeah, I mean, you don't automatically just stroll to the championship, though, because there is a chemistry issue. You have to find ways to integrate these new players into your team. We all think the Warriors are going to figure it out to the point where they're still favourite to win the championship, but it's not just about they can just steamroll through the whole league and they're just going to walk to the title.
Yeah, I've seen you pound those Miller Lights back there, Uncle Bob, so I don't think you're going to remember this, but you came on the show last year and you said, there's no way the Warriors get to 72 wins.
Yeah.
That was wrong. And then you said, well, if they're so good, they're going to win the title in November, and then they end up losing it. It's a long season.
I'm not
is
a
what getting
genius.
at. Well, I'm just saying, it's good for the league. People love the drama of either cheering for a super team or cheering against a super team, and it's not a given.
And
it's not a
everyone's
given.
fan base wants a super team. They might say they hate it, but they love it when their own players team up and they give themselves favourite to win the title.
For sure. What else you got?
Well, you fools probably like it, but the Euro step is un-American. Are these guys too good for an old-fashioned jump stop?
Well, by definition, it's un-American if it's Euro step, isn't it?
Yeah, but
you would say that.
Except a bunch of
Where are you from?
Americans have mastered it. Who are the 2 best guys in the league maybe at it? James
Gianni.
Harden and who?
Yanni.
Yanni's great. Dwayne
Yep.
Wade's pretty good at the Euro
Yep.
step as well. So 2 of those guys were Americans, one a Greek that you're going to slip in there. But yeah, this is one of the best plays in basketball, I think.
It's a new move, sort of. I mean, it's been around for a while, but now guys are starting to utilise it a lot more and trying to get inside and get around. You see sort of big men there who clog up the paint. But as long as you're not travelling, which sometimes you see it where guys do take that extra step, then it starts...
Don't get him started on traveling.
You know how I feel about traveling.
Yeah.
1 step is too many in my book.
What, you're playing netball?
Yeah, exactly.
What's netball?
Don't know what netball is, Uncle Bob?
Are
Aunt
you
Carol
kidding me?
plays it. She was great at it.
Okay, whatever.
What else you got, Bobby?
Well, last year was man buns, but this year I'm seeing a whole bunch of full-on ponytails. What's with all these bozos tying their hair back, looking like my daughter Stone?
Stone, you're ahead of your time.
Look, I sort of agree with you here.
Yeah,
It's an interesting look. A lot of guys in the league now, and Steven Adams, and Bainesy, and Udrih there.
Wow,
Yeah, look, there's a lot of hair. There's a lot of hair. Again, you're not really one to talk, Uncle Bob, with the interesting look. The
I've
part.
had this haircut since 1974. My dad never let me grow a beard, so when I turned 18, I let it out, and then I went and down to the barber and said, give me the down the middle. They hooked it up, and it's looked good ever since.
What's your take on Lee's mustache?
I love it. Great look for us older gentlemen.
I think I might keep it.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Anyways, do these guys play anymore? I mean, LeBron, he's already resting. I thought this guy's supposed to be invincible. In my day, you played 48 minutes every game of the season, all 82 games, year in and year out. These guys nowadays are sissies.
These guys just know too much about their bodies. I think that's what's happening. And I think this speaks to more that 82 games is just a heck of a lot of games, and although the league has done a good job of taking away back-to-backs in 4 and 5 nights, it's just hard on the body. He sat out a second night of a back-to-back, and these guys just know too much about it. It's just different than 30 years ago. Things evolve.
He did this a week ago, and you're still worried about this, Uncle Bob? I mean, let it go.
Slippery slope.
I also know something you said that actually angers me, because you're not the only one I've heard say this. You're like, oh, back in my day, everyone played 82 games. Magic and Bird, they never missed a game. It's just a flat-out lie. It's not true. Magic Johnson missed a lot of games throughout his career. I think he averaged something like 73 games per season. Now, Bird, he did play a ton of games. He played 79 games per season through the first 9 years, but that caught up to him. That was a big reason with the back troubles and his health. So LeBron's just being smart here. He knows that this is going to help the longevity of his career. And all that said, by the way, LeBron's played more total minutes than Bird or Magic. And has averaged more minutes per game over his career. So this is crazy.
LeBron's been to the finals 6 straight times as well. So that's
He's got more playoff games than both those guys
20
did.
odd
Yeah.
games a season. Plus those preseason games as well. That drags on a lot. And he's played in the Olympics. I know he didn't play this summer in the Olympics, but he's played in the Olympics and World Championships. It makes sense for him to just manage his body and manage his minutes throughout the season so he's fresh because he knows he's going to be playing in June.
How weird is it that LeBron, in his 14th season now, he's played more than Bird and Magic?
It's crazy.
Isn't that really weird to wrap
Yeah.
your head around? It's
Yeah.
very, very strange. All right. Uncle Bob, anything else?
Well, something I've seen too much of lately is guys proposing to their gals at games. You want 20,000 people there for the most intimate moment of your life? Come on!
Yeah.
Proposing at NBA games is for jabronis.
Well, yeah, we've seen it a lot over the last little while, last couple of years. The big one was
What a joke.
last night in Atlanta. Rapper Gucci Mane, he was the star of the show. He performed at the game and then he proposed to his longtime girlfriend. Here they are. It was going to just be a classic kiss cam move, and in the end, he brings out a giant rock.
Do you think she's going to take his Gucci name?
Interesting. It's possible. How did you?
He doesn't get on a knee. He just stands up.
Well, when you got a
standing
diamond
position.
that big. How did you propose to Aunt Carol, sweet Aunt Carol?
The year was 1976, and I took her to Starved Rock. We went to Lover's Leap. I got down on one knee, looked up, and said, Carol, will you marry me? She looked down at me and said, shut up! Carol, man, she's a joker. She came around, though, and you know, it's been a long time. It's been a long time now.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
You sound pretty positive, Bobby. Still
It's
alive.
ups and downs. It's ups and downs in marriage. It's hard. I can't tell you it's hard, man.
It's all right, man. Don't get emotional on us. Anything else? Any other, opinions about the NBA
Well,
season?
speaking of rings,
Yeah.
these championship rings these days, too fancy.
Yeah,
Why not just stick to a simple silver band like back in my day?
there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they were nice.
Well, which one? His or
No, not his.
This is a sturdy ring. I've had this ring for 40 years now.
Is it too fancy though?
No, I don't think it's too fancy. I think it's nice. I think it's the Cavs. They also symbolised the actual championship accomplishment there by putting in the back of it the way that the series was won. And I think that was great, because you might not ever win one again, so you may as well make it nice if you get a chance to.
But
Yeah.
these guys, they don't wear them unless they're going to huge events. I'd like to see them dial it back a little bit so
where are
they're
you
a little
gonna
bit
wear
more
it?
functional.
You,
Why don't you invest that money?
you have your wedding band. I can't believe you seem like the type of guy that would wear a high school ring still.
I lost it. Lost it years and years ago.
You lost it.
Even to
Shout
a
out,
girl,
shout
actually.
out to Jostens regardless.
Johnsons are still around?
They're still around. They're still around. All right, guys,
Impressive.
jump on Twitter, #thestarters. What NBA-related complaint will your relative make at Thanksgiving
Here's another complaint.
this year?
Green beans are terrible. Get them off my table.
All right. Take a break when we come back. Uncle Bob, unfortunately, sticking around. We're going to count our blessings, though, and discuss a few of the NBA things we're thankful for this holiday season. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the television show, The Starters on NBA television. My good-for-nothing nephew Trey was in Denver last night, and he talked to a couple of the Nuggets all about Thanksgiving.
A couple of Thanksgiving questions for you. If there was a Thanksgiving draft, every food was available to be picked, and you've got the number one pick, what are you taking first?
Man, I don't know why, but cornbread. I love the cornbread, so I'm gonna get the cornbread.
Just straight up bypassing turkey. A lot of people say turkey's overrated anyway.
It is.
I take Italian food.
Italian food, that's going to be a controversial decision.
That's what I have to take. Being from Italy, I need to go with that one.
Anything specific?
Well, I like any kind of pasta with any kind of sauce. That's my favorite. I know how to cook that too, so that's what I'm about to cook in 30 minutes too.
All right, if your team threw a big Thanksgiving dinner, you're all together, which one of your teammates' food would you not eat?
Nikola Jokic. I don't think he can cook. I think he just want to eat everybody's food, but I don't think he can cook. That's my guy though.
You got the biggest appetite on the team?
Wilson Chandler, I think, got the biggest appetite. Yeah, he eats a lot. I've seen Wilson eat a lot, so I'm not too far off.
If your team threw a big Thanksgiving dinner, which one of your teammates' food would you not eat?
Maybe Malik Beasley. His diet is not good. So yeah, I'll definitely not eat his food.
Too much junk food or what?
Yeah, I think so. So I'm trying to help him out. It's not easy, but I'm trying to help him out.
And if you had to give thanks to one of your teammates for something they did for you during this season, who would it be?
I think probably all my teammates, not just because that's the right thing to say, but I really, I love my teammates. They're good guys. We're growing, so I think everybody's just getting closer as the year goes on, especially for me since it's my second year.
Well, every one of my teammates, they do a lot of stuff, not just for me, but for the team. But I think that the last birthday party that Kenneth Fareed organized was pretty amazing.
What'd you guys do?
I can't tell you that. That's a secret.
All right, great stuff there from Trey in Denver. As America gets ready to celebrate Thanksgiving, it's the time of year for us to sort of stop and think and talk about what we're thankful for, and good health and family and friends. But what about the NBA world? I want to know what you're thankful for.
The big man renaissance. Big men are evolving. They're becoming far more skilled. They can handle, they can shoot, they can pass, they can dribble. Gone, almost extinct, are those types that just kind of board and hand off the ball. Those guys are almost gone throughout the NBA. Do I miss post play? Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, that is almost non-existent in the NBA as well. But I'm thankful for 5 guys on the floor that can do everything that you want out of a basketball player. Look throughout the league as we show you Kristaps and AD and Karl Anthony Towns. It goes on and on and on. Miles Turner, Nikola Jokic we just saw.
Yeah.
There's a long list. Almost half the teams, I think, have a 5 that almost looks like a point guard. So I'm thankful for that.
The big man renaissance. What about you, Lee?
I love the game within the game, and that's the other things you see outside of the game. And it's basketball Twitter. Every time you're watching a game, something else is happening in the crowd or in the stands or on the bench. And everyone in the NBA community loves this sort of stuff. The funny stuff that makes the game just so... We can all relate to this sort of stuff, because none of us are perfect. We like to have fun.
What is this guy wearing?
You can relate to Westbrook showing up.
Well,
in a
maybe not that, but
photographer
like the celebration here
Yeah.
from Mark Sol and everything like that goes on, the GIFs and the vines and all that. People love that stuff. It's so shareable. The players, you get to see a little bit more of their personality.
Right.
I think it's great.
I like that. I'm very thankful for Zach LaVine. I'm going to keep this quite simple. I'm thankful for Zach LaVine this Thanksgiving. Did you see the latest dunk
Yes.
that's been making the rounds on NBA Twitter?
Perfect example.
Andrew Wiggins on Snapchat catching LaVine's 360 from around the free throw line. That's Zach LaVine, your 2-time NBA champ and Wolves guard, doing what I think a lot of people just maybe figured was sort of impossible, and he makes it look, to be honest, easy.
I saw David Thompson do that once.
Okay, I hear you, but
This is at the end of practice too.
it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm almost mad we saw that, because that's something like if you had seen for the first time in the dunk contest, it's maybe a little different now that we've seen it. Maybe he'll just do it from the 3-point line with this guy. Really knows. What about you, Angry Uncle Bob? What are you thankful for?
Well, my nephew Trey has talked about it before. It's a big-time family thing, but I am over the moon at the return of the hook shot. Back in my day, everybody shot it. I learned it from my dad, Papa Roberts.
Yep.
Taught it to my son Julius, and now he's teaching it to his son Carlton. just good to see the youth have some people to look up to. You got to learn your fundamentals. It's an unblockable shot. You know, it's not all the people in the league can shoot it, but there's enough that I can show my kids and my grandkids and their grandkids. This is how you shoot a hook shot. It's just something you got to learn.
That was the nicest thing you've ever said.
I like it old school.
Yeah, that's great.
Hook
Angry
shots.
Uncle Bob. All right, let's hear from you guys
Bounce
out there.
passes.
Jump on Twitter,
Short,
hashtag
short.
the starters.
Tube socks,
What are you thankful for?
belts and shorts.
When we come back, Thanksgiving stuffing will be served. We're going to run through our top 10 blocks of the season so far.
Wool uniforms.
Back with the starters, we asked you what NBA-related complaint will your relative make at Thanksgiving, like our Angry Uncle Bob. You jumped on Twitter, hashtag the starters. Angry Uncle Bob, you figured out the tweet machine over there?
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Eli here says, what's with these darn NBA referees? Are they blind?
Raptors fan?
He must be. Raptors, still crazy to me. Daniel says, I wish there were centers who would actually bang down low. You're telling me, Daniel, get next to the basket and shoot a hook shot. Enough threes. And Austin here says, I'm thankful for any and all NBA beef. Angry basketball is the best basketball. And you're right. Back in my day, you could clothesline somebody and then didn't even get kicked out of the game. I saw Kevin McHale do it every week during the 80s.
All right, keep those tweets coming. Seeing as it is Thanksgiving Day tomorrow, we thought we'd get a jump on setting the table and serve some oh-so-delicious stuffing. That's right. It's the return of the top 10 blocks of the season so far. At number 10, Mr. Anderson. Justin Anderson pins Al Farouk Aminu's shot on the backboard. Get the Farouk out of here. Oh, man. Perfect. That's number 10. That's
And number 9. Help, 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 help. Joel Embiid with a lot of help.
Gotcha.
Beautiful stuff from the weak side, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I don't think Devin thought he was going to get up for that.
Wow.
And then
Beautiful.
it's a Suns fan.
That Melvin Booker's son?
At number 8, Chris Paul with the steal. It's going to be an easy 2. No.
Oh.
Andrew Harrison out of nowhere.
Is Chris Paul going to dunk that? I think he was.
Yeah, he usually does it, but you're right. He's thinking about it. Yeah, that's what got him.
At number 7, big block by Kyrie Irving on Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty. Flashback to 2015 Eastern Conference Final. He got Schroeder and then got Curry in that finals. He doesn't block a lot of shots, but he makes some big ones when he does.
Oh, yeah.
The left hand there, too. At number 6, Pacers forward Miles Turner. The very rare blocked oop. Takes away the lob. Times
Wow.
it perfect. See you later, Sir Robert Covington. Oh, man.
See some more Miles later. He's been huge. At number 5, the double block. What?
What does it mean?
Spurs. Oh, Kawhi Leonard and Davis Bertans team up.
Wait, we're sure that's not Matt Bonner? No?
1, 2.
Oh, man.
Oh, he took Matt's place. Sad face.
Number 4, Russell Westbrook gets his old teammate in Kevin Durant.
There was some energy in that
Oh.
block.
Oh, man, yeah.
Even I like this guy. Plays hard all the time.
Look how early he jumps.
Yeah.
Oh, even KD's
Kev
going to
knows
laugh
he
about
got
that
it.
one.
At number 3, 3 blocks by the man who has blocked the second most shots in the NBA this season, but he's definitely number 1 in highlight blocks. Hassan Whiteside. He's gobbling up shots all over the place. He's in the turkey spirit.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble, gobble
Give me
that
that.
up. Pascal Siakam didn't see him coming. Beautiful. Look at that. He is literally catching them, and then Dante Exum. Oh, whoa.
Dante almost alley-ooped that to him.
Well, yeah, put it higher, but still.
Start the break. Oh my God.
Oh, it's crazy. He's got 3 of them. At number 2, opening night, Jonathan Simmons
yeah.
with the chase down block on Steph Curry. Times it perfect. Gets it off the glass, showing the hustle. He had a huge dunk in this game as well, but defense coming in at number 2 on the top 10 blocks of the season so far.
What beats that? Miles Turner again. The two-hander on Tarek Black. Eats it.
Oh, yeah.
Swallows it up. It's like a volleyball block.
Keeps it in, too.
Outlet. Beautiful. More like Tarek Block.
Oh, man. One more look. Yeah.
Beautiful.
There it is.
It's a young season. Great stuff.
Top 10 blocks of the season so far, all the stuffing you can handle. Got to throw in one more here, a little bonus block, because the best block from the past month or so actually may have come from EuroLeague action. And a couple former NBA players involved in this. That's Anthony Randolph blocking Joey Dorsey at the rim. And when I mean at the rim, I thought he was going to break his wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
but he just times it perfect. This is the unbelievable angle. Get out. Unbelievable stuff.
That still counts. They're former NBA players. So, you know,
Sure. It was like 11
try.
in our top 10. Gotta take one more break. When we come back, Lili's very solid play. Last night's pick and play results, it was the Bulls-Nuggets game. Trey was out there in Denver for fan night. The Nuggets got the win. I'm still technically alive here in the month of November. Whoever's in dead last has to do something scary or weird or embarrassing on the show come December. So I'm 2 games back of Lee. Again, a sliver of hope for me with that win
Extra hope tonight.
last night. So let's see what tonight's picks are. The game is Hawks and the Pacers. Trey and I, he sent his pick in from Denver. Trey and I are going with the Hawks. Tass and Lee going with the Pacers. Lee, where are we going for your very solid play?
We're going to New York, and it's a beauty from Brandon Jennings here. Check out this pass on his offhand through to Justin Holiday with a nice finish.
Nice finish.
He took some time to celebrate after that finish. Here it is again. Beautiful. That's what I call a very solid play.
Solid play, solid stash. Still looking great. Get those donations in, guys. Go to Movember.com, search for Lee Ellis. We recorded a drop podcast this morning. Had a blast recording that, so check that out on iTunes and Google Play and the website. Lee dropped some Thanksgiving bars near the end of the show. We have a small clip here.
That time of year to say thanks to the best game of all. It's played on the hardwood. It's basketball. It's got threes and oops and dunks for days, but the best part of all are the very solid plays. There's also a fella who is the real deal. It's my boy from the Wizards, it's Bradley Beal. But enough about names, I gotta split back to the court because I've got some shots of my own to hit.
Yeah!
Wow.
Eat your heart out, Gucci man.
What can I say?
It's a natural.
The beats just flow, man.
It's crazy bad. It was crazy bad.
Oh,
we
what
got
a crazy
fan
good. Yes, we do. Lance and Christine at Staples Center on Monday night sent in this absolute
Wow.
beauty of a sign. I put this one up on Instagram. Check it out. There's a lot of great detail in there.
Well done. Very well done.
Keep the fan signs coming, guys. We love them.
Yeah, hashtag the starters at the starters.
Incredible.
You got a fan sign, send it in. We'll get it on the show. Angry Uncle Bob, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, sure. Maybe see you Christmas time. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe see you at Christmas. You won't see us till Monday. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, guys.
Yes. Thanks for joining us, folks. And remember, it's time to give thanks that you don't have a family member that looks like this guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's sleeping and eating at the same time.
What a skill.
Embrace that turkey, people. Hey!